What have you done with Le Guru du MMA? I don't know what happened to Le Guru du MMA.
Is back, very much needed.
I'm Peppa Pig.
So Kieffer Crosbie's going at Marc Goddard here. I'm a sore loser, am I, Marc? Oh, Marc, you did a fantastic job. These guys, so-and-so. Kieffer Crosbie's a sore loser, and Marc Goddard liked the post. I'm a sore loser, am I, Marc? How about you're a f***ing retard that made a bad call and can't admit it? This would be just like Marc Goddard, by the way. Sounds like a classic Marc Goddard move. I'm stupid that I didn't stay down and take a DQ, am I? That's what you agree with, is it? Big fat mongo of a thing. Maybe next time I see you, I'll give you a booth to the mush and ask you a few questions and see how you handle it. I completely agree with Kieffer Crosbie. Absolutely. Honestly, yeah. There almost should be some level of like legal responsibility on Marc Goddard to give him at least some time to recover from that knee before sending him right back out there. You watched him basically borderline get finished from a knee to the face. Gave him 0 time to recover and immediately resumed the action. People get eye poked. People get groin shotted and it might not even be a groin shot and they can take like 3 minutes. 5 minutes if they get eye poked in there. They're blinking it out. This guy's just been concussed and basically finished. And boom. You ready to go? Oi, are you ready to go, Kieffer? It's on, it's over. Because you don't care because it's the fucking lower down cards and they're not big names. So who cares? Let's just get this show on the road. You know what I mean? It's fucking retarded, dude. I really think that was a bad call. I said it as it happened. It's over. No, it's over. He's a sore loser. My name's Marc Goddard. I talk like I'm fucking deaf. Sorry. Did you see Dennis Cook Rockhold saying he turned Demi Lovato gay? I did see that, yeah. That was a good one. Who wins? I've already read it. Thoughts on RDR Hernandez? I've got RDR. I don't think RDR's Hamzat's hardest opponent, though. Thank you for the €7. Why did you get mad when Rampage called you racist? I didn't. I got mad when he called me a journalist. I didn't care about that bit. Believe in eugenics, lol. You said that eugenics are important. I didn't get mad when he called me racist at all. Don't put words in my mouth. I got mad that he called me a journalist. Dana's Live just announced Chimaev versus Sam Alvey. It's good. We need to see it, dude. I always wondered how Sam Alvey would do against him, you know. Raja or what? Raja or Kamsat? Who wins via ground and pound? Probably Raja. Apparently there's a Psycho Stew Rampage collab coming soon. No, there isn't. It's just a clip from an old stream a year ago with the caption, Rampage says Psycho Stew collaboration stream is coming soon. And it's a clip of Rampage from a fucking year ago saying, yeah, we gonna reach out to him. We gonna reach out to him, chat. That's it. You're all retards, bruv. I've seen all of these clips that people are getting stories from. They're made up shit, bruv, with made up captions on the top of it. It is insane how many people fall for that shit. Thank you for the $2. Roughly how many keepy uppies can you do? It's random, man. I haven't done keepy uppies in so long. If I can get my knees... Let's have a listen to his predictions in World War II, Big H over here. What did he have to say? What were his predictions if he lost World War II?
What were Hitler's predictions about Europe if Germany lost? Hitler believed that if Germany fell, the Soviet Union would steamroll through Eastern Europe, spreading Bolshevism, whilst Western Europe's culture and morals would collapse from within, and America would spread its quote-unquote degenerate culture throughout Europe. In his final days in the bunker, Hitler said that German defeat meant the total destruction of Europe for all Europeans. What were Hitler's
What was the other? There's another video of this, though. I can't remember the other video that there was on this. Beep, 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 beep.
What did Hitler say about different nations during World War II? He said France was a weak, dying country where the French would soon become, quote-unquote, Africa's brothel. What he said about America was even more shocking, as he described the U.S. as a country where Jewish capitalists controlled the media, politics, and the banks. However, he was more favorable of the English people, but he still concluded that Churchill would ruin Britain, and they were once a great nation that had now fallen. What
That's crazy. Anyway, guys, let's go to the live. Apparently Dana White's live. That's crazy, dude. This is fucking crazy conspiracy theorist, dude. Good thing we defeated him. Anyway, where's Dana? Dana White live. Let me see. He is live. I'm listening. I'll play the audio.
First off, I'm announcing our return to New York City as UFC 322 takes place on Saturday, November 15th. The main event, UFC welterweight champion Jack Della Maddalena defends his belt for the first time when he takes on former UFC lightweight champion Islam Makhachev.
Yeah!
Makhachev was #1 ranked pound-for-pound fighter in the world in 23, 24, and 25. He cleaned out that division, and he has decided to take his 15-fight win streak and move up to attempt to become
That's a good one.
one of a few fighters in UFC history to win belts in 2 different divisions.
Yeah,
Della Maddalena has won 18 fights in a row, just beat
right.
Bilal Muhammad for the welterweight title. This is literally the definition of a super fight. So that's the main event. Champion versus champion, Madison Square Garden. UFC strawweight champion Weili Zhang has accomplished all there is to accomplish at 115 pounds. So she's now going to vacate her title and move up and challenge Valentina Shevchenko for the flyweight championship in the co-main event of UFC 322. #1 pound for pound versus #2 pound for pound. Talk about another super fight. Shevchenko's the best flyweight in UFC history and holds basically every record in the division, including most wins, most knockouts, most takedowns, and Weili is the first Chinese champion ever and one of the most dominant strawweight champions in UFC history. She's finished 19 of her 26 wins, and now looks to become just the second woman to win a UFC belt in 2 different divisions by taking on Shevchenko. So, UFC 322, 2 super fights, November 15th
Plus
in New York City, Madison Square Garden. Also on the card of UFC 322, former champion Leon Edwards returns to take on everybody's favorite, #9 ranked Carlos Pradas. Carlos is an absolute fucking beast.
Banger.
He's got 5 wins in the UFC and 5 knockouts. So, UFC 322, do not miss this one, November 15th at Madison Square Garden. I also want to update you.
Rob Font.
I also want to update you on 321 in Abu Dhabi on October 25th, which will be headlined by the undisputed UFC heavyweight championship between Tom Aspinall and Cyril Gane. I have another championship fight for you. As I mentioned just a second ago, Weili Zhang is vacating her title. So there will be a new UFC strawweight champion in Abu Dhabi as #1 ranked contender. Verna Jandiroba takes on #5 ranked Mackenzie Dern. This is a very high-level fight between 2 of the best grapplers in the division. Jandiroba is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, world champion, who has 14 of her...
Mute this for now while he spews off all this shit. Abolish women's MMA... I don't know, hang on. I'm waiting for the big fight.
And she holds the record for...
Oh, fucking hell, he's still yapping. I'm the Heat, brother. We gonna find out Saturday night, brother.
I got here. Also being added to UFC 321, 2 of the best bantamweights. #2 ranked Umar Nurmagomedov takes on Mario Batista, who is ranked #8. He's been grinding his way up in the rankings, and it's going to be a fun one too. Rounding out the main card for UFC 321.
More.
First, #2 ranked heavyweight Alexander Volkov.
We know this is all on the fucking schedule, bruv. Anyway, I'm done with him now. All right, yeah, we know. All right, those are the announcements. All right, announcements. It started strong. You should have started with the weaker ones, man. You can't go back to the rest of it. No Pimlet, no Arman, no Gaethje, no Ilya. Guru said, hey, Dana, and he immediately signed off. Yeah, he did, actually, after I said that. But it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, man. We are watching CP fight Leon. Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to make the reactions to these. Carlos Prates versus Leon Edwards. Damn, not the bangers I was looking for, man. We knew these matchups. We knew how damn Big Marcel gets these things out fast. He announced all of these 5 minutes ago. Isn't that crazy? Maybe it's been 5 minutes. Ilya versus Paddy and Islam versus JDM on 322 could have went off. Oh, man, what a banger card that would have been. So, you know what this means, chat? No Gaethje, no Arman, no Paddy, no Ilya until at least December. Oh, man, I'm losing hope with this division, bro. No Arnold Allen still, no Yair Rodriguez, no fucking Movsar Evloev rebooked, no nothing, bro. Ugh. No Sean Brady, no Ian Gary, no Shavkat, no Usman, no Bilal. What are we doing? What are we doing? Where the fuck is everyone? Honestly, is it just me? Where is everyone? Toodaloo, cheerio, and toodle pip to Early Life Wiki. They had to remove it. How are you still streaming? You missed Storm versus Lynx? Oh no. Made pretty pennies. Here's $5,000. No problem. Thank you for the $5, dude. I appreciate that. Congrats. Sorry, not no problem. Congrats. Hey, you should watch the UFC. I do watch the UFC. Love the content, Guru, but do you think Joshua Van gets the next shot, and do you think he gets wiped by Pantoja? Yeah, I do think he loses to Pantoja. 5 years of training. If Pantoja's on his back, he'll probably be subbed. So we've got big announcements. We've got... Not big enough. We knew these. The real ones knew these ones, dude. Makachev Della Maddalena. Shevchenko versus Zhang Weili. Leon Edwards, Carlos Prates. Dern versus Jandaroba for a fucking title. And then Umar Nurmagomedov versus Mario Batista. There you go. Interesting. Riveting stuff. Why can't we get one banger card on paper this year? We just can't have it, mate. It's too much to ask for, you know. Buy a piggy, ruined my night. Gonna go chug some Advil. Okay. Thoughts on Elon Musk creating MOTB? I don't know what MOTB is. Who you got, Guru? Prates versus Leon breakdown? I got Prates KO in Leon. Yeah, I've got Prates winning that one. And I feel like Leon's going to be one of these guys where we start saying, how was he ever champ? Goddamn, Guru, thank you. You speak for all of us. No problem. Thank you for the $2. Hey, Guru, thank you for the $2, dude. Appreciate you. Dana White. There you go. Thank you. Should make Asakura versus Cap before he leaves the UFC. Yeah. No, they've already done that fight outside of it, though. I like Cap versus Johnson. And Asakura versus Lona Kavanagh. Thoughts on Rockhold as a 7-1 underdog versus Till? Insane odds, to be fair, but Till should win it. Eric Nolan the GOAT. Yeah, he DM'd me once. People forget, man. They're really going to put Ilya Justin? I don't know, man. This is interesting to me. Very, very interesting indeed. Because this means none of those matchups until December. So it's going to be another 4 months until Arman Sarukian has a chance to step back into the cage, you know. Insane. Arman Sarukian is guaranteed 20 months of inactivity. Damn. Absolutely insane. Come on and do the poo-poo. Why Weili not going for 2 belts simultaneously? They don't let fighters do that anymore. They genuinely don't let fighters do that. I think the UFC wanted this simultaneous champion thing so that there could be someone who would eventually go back down and defend the belt in the lower weight class, but no champion ever did it, so they just stopped letting them do it. We're not going to have that anymore. The lightweight division is a mind rape right now. It is. Where does Hooker fit into all of this shit? I have no idea. We have no clarity on the lightweight division. When is Tsarukian going to fight? What the fuck, in 2 years? True. Thank you for the 2. Winterburn, you'd make tall Templars. Ah, okay. She's a tall woman. She's a basketball player. Okay. Don't find me a breeding partner, dude. That's fucking weird. The lightweight division is alright. Is JDM, if JDM was to pull out, who would fight Islam for IC? If JDM was to pull out, who would fight Islam Makhachev for the interim championship? Sean Brady, mate. It'd be Sean Brady. Thank you for the $2 or Shavkat, one of them. Whoever would take it, maybe Ian Gary if it was short notice. Why are WWII not going for 2 belts simultaneously? Okay, I've already answered that one. I've read it as well before. My bad. I have a sneaky feeling Mario stops Umar wrestling and outstrikes him. He has great takedown defense and great cardio. Umar gassed bad against Merab. It's Merab and it was a 5-rounder, and Umar is better than Damon Blackshear by far, who really gave Mario Batista trouble in the grappling. I actually disagree with you here. Thank you for the 5. Although Mario Batista is very good, I do think this should be a win for Umar. And I don't even think Umar gassed that bad. He nearly won the 5th round, so... He did slow down in the 4th, though. But I'm going to go with Umar. That's the way I'm thinking about these matchups already. I'm thinking a nice, easy Umar, Werner, Pratish, Zhang over Shevchenko. I'm thinking Zhang over Shevchenko. Anyone else? And I got JDM. Fucking JDM. Let's go. Let's urge. Oi. Volk needs a fight. Featherweight still needs to be sorted out. 7 of the top 9 at both lightweight and welterweight need a fight. I know. Van versus Pantoja where? Baldy needed to... I know. There was so much more I was expecting. Honestly. Islam inactive Makhachev. I mean, he's fighting. You know, he's actually got the fight announced. So you can't say that now, mate. Thank you for the $5. Big up yourself for sending my Dave Allen a tenner the other day. That was a while ago, wasn't it? Like a couple weeks ago. Was he talking about me for a bit in that stream? I popped back in afterwards. Like, I wonder if he's finally got to that tenner, because he was reading all of the fucking messages one by one. And he was like, oh, is he a big deal? Is he that MMA guru guy? Is he a big deal? I didn't even know him. I didn't even know he was a guy. I just thought he was some random in my chat room. I didn't even know he had. Oh, he's got a platform, does he? Has a YouTube channel? I'll have to check it out. I think the Doctor will beat Shevchenko easily. Yeah. Yes, I reckon so. It's not Shi Ming, if that's what you're saying. Hey, Guru, you should watch a documentary. Of course, I've seen it, mate. Thank you for the €6. Of course, I've seen it. You think what's this, lad? That touch. You think I ain't watched it, lad? You think you've been to a UFC live event? No, never been to a live UFC event. Never. They're saving the names for the last pay-per-view. So what is December going to be then, chat? Let's have a little plot. So December is... What title fight? Not Ilya. I don't think it's Ilya. The fact we haven't got any of Pimlet or Sarukian on November or October means that I am right that they're fighting each other. It's probably going to be Volkanovski versus Murphy. Pantoja versus Van. Pimlet versus Sarukian. Fuck Merab, you can wait until next year. Why does this bald fuck even make the announcement? I know, there's no point, is there? Kayla Harrison Nunes maybe, but they should maybe save that for next year as well. Why not? I feel like they're going to... Chat, I have a real feeling they're going to want to put that on its own card. You know what I'm saying? Sadly, because it's like a monumental moment. Thank you for the $2, Dennis Pizarro. Maybe Strickland Izzy in December. Yeah, I know Izzy's been waiting for Strickland. He's literally not taking any other fights or being offered any other fights. They just want that one for him. It's a perfect one for him. Horrible. Indeed. Very horrible. Strickland Raja in December. In October? No. They'll put 100%. They'll 100% put Harrison versus Nunes as a pay-per-view main event. I can see that. Don't be surprised if they... Jesus Christ. Don't be surprised if the White House... If they wait till the White House for the Harrison Nunes fight. I could see that as well, yeah. I mean, it's not like there's like a log jam at women's bantamweight, you know?
Le Guru de MMA has got it up, but it's got no views in 13 minutes, so he's not really one of the big dogs, you know?